Yesterday we discussed that
Yeah.
is for communication purpose.
Communication and
Communication purpose.
okay. And in language acquisition, what we use? We use three things most of the time. What are those?
One is the spoken words, madam, body language and facial expressions, etc.
Okay. The next one?
Verbal, non-verbal.
Verbal, non-verbal. It's there in your book. Sounds, syntax, and what is the sounds? See how the kindergarten school kids, they will learn. How will they use the language?
Phonetics.
Yeah.
Abba.
And what is the syntax?
Syntax is construction of words into a sentence, madam.
Construction of words in a meaningful sentences. See, if the words, if they don't have any kind of meaning, no, it's very difficult to address the things. Okay. Next, what is semantics?
Sir, yesterday we have discussed they will identify a dog.
I should tell me.
They will identify a dog. They will think fox also is a dog. And we have to tell them that the difference between dog and fox. Initially, they may not be able to distinguish. They may mistake a small puppy as a cat also sometimes. So slowly, as the child grows, he will understand what is the difference.
Okay. Any example?
Another example, madam, yesterday we have discussed one remote village. C for car means they could not comprehend anything about it yesterday. And instead of a car, if they were told as a cat means they could understand it. So that, beyond their imagination, they could not comprehend that particular thing.
Okay, very good. Yeah, that is also one example. Anything else? Okay, now we'll discuss about the factors influencing language learning. That also I explained, I think. Yeah, from here we need to start. See, what is the factors affecting? First, environment. How environment looks? Anybody? Yeah, even the mother-infant relationship. Yeah, actually, why mother is very important in language, we already discussed yesterday. Somebody can brief. Small words, okay. Semantics means small words. See, what is the mother importance in language acquisition? Learning a language. Hello. Okay. What is the language development? How it varies? See, whenever children, like babies are learning, okay, mother-infant relation is very important. That means most of the time, the kids, they will learn language from mother. After that, father. Next to the environment, next society, next neighborhood. All these things will come next. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the milestones of a language development. Anybody can read. Actually, these things you can remember, you can write. No need to explain. Who wants to read? Sindhu, do you want to read? Sindhu Vijayan Pillai. Who wants to read? Vidyadari. Sweta Rani. How many people are carrying books along with you?
We are having a textbook material we are having. But I have not spoken because I have to give opportunity to other people also. All the throughout the day I should not speak. Others also should participate. That is why I am keeping quiet. But I can read.
She is ready, I think. Kanaka, Durga.
Hi, yes, ma'am.
See, anybody wants to switch on your video, you can switch on your video. What you're doing? Okay, fine. I'll complete meanwhile. Comprehension. See, at birth, response and attendance to speaking voice. Actually, what they will do, suppose if the mother is calling, anybody is calling, immediately they will respond towards that side. Okay. And next, 6 months. At the age of 6 months, discriminates between friendly and angry speech. See, if mother is angry, immediately the kid, suppose if he is crying or else if he is doing something also, because of the voice modulation, okay, they will understand and they will keep quiet. That means they are understanding the voice modulation in the language. In 9 months, understand gestures like PK, boo, and response to bye-bye. See, suppose if someone is coming, if they're saying hi and all, immediately the kid, see, who is this? They're sharing the screen, Laksha Mallai's screen. Stop sharing your screen. Okay, 9 months, they will understand the gestures. If someone is coming and say hi, they will understand. If they're leaving, they may say bye and all. Again, they will understand and they will react towards that. And 10 to 12 months, response to simple commands. Whatever the commands they are saying, they will understand and say the unit. Please don't ask me these questions. Unit number, page number, paragraph number. Someone can help them. Okay, 10 to 12 months, they respond to the commands. Okay, whatever the command is they are giving. Suppose if mom is saying, if you are not eating, I will beat you, they will understand. If mom is anger, yes. If mom is in happy mode, yes, they will understand. Here, 10 to 12 months, they understand the situation. See, before that, they don't understand. Only the angry words, the voice modulation, they can understand. Here, they can understand mother gestures, and not only that, they can understand the way mother is speaking to them. In 13 months, understands 50 words. See, actually, here we can change. Right now, people are learning up to 200 words. Okay, some research has done. So yeah, we need to upgrade. It's okay, fine. You can write in your exam also 50. But yes, this generation kids, they are very fast. They can learn within 13 months, 200 words. Yes, few kids they're learning more than this also. Okay. Next, production. In 2 months, 1 syllable. 2 to 3 months, cooing. 3 to 6 months, babbling they will start. And 6 months, clear vocalization of several syllables. 7 to 9 months, 2 syllable with repetition of first, ma, da. See, immediately, they don't say like big words. They start ma, da. Few people, they may start with pa, fa, papa, something like that. Okay. So it depends on the person to person. But they don't start like mama, papa, not the full words. So these things we have to understand. 8 to 18 months says the first word. See, few people, they may say the first word, atta. Actually, from Telugu culture, most of the kids, they will say mama, atta, tata, something like that. That means these are very easy to pronounce, easy to catchy. Okay. And 18 months says 50 words. 18 to 24 months uses 2 words in a combination. Like that, mama, tata, not only that, mama, dada. These are the words they will learn. And 18 to 24 months use 2 words in combination. 23 to 24 months use first pronoun, phrase, sentence. See, actually, we discussed about the milestones of development and the importance of the language. Suppose if any kid, he don't know how to learn language, what will happen? See, here parents are not facilitating anything. I will give you a nice example why language is important. Suppose if the kid is not learning the language, not speaking, how he will be? Okay. Yeah, anybody? What are the theories we can apply while teaching the kids? Anybody?
Whether he is having hearing impairment or not, we have to check, madam.
Okay, that is fine. That yesterday we discussed it. Other methods.
Showing, going on, spend time with them.
Spending.
Going on speak with the child.
Okay. See here, parents needs to facilitate the language development. Suppose the way parents are using the language, okay, they will adapt the same language. Actually, I met one lady like, 6 months back. They have very nice kid. He's very active, I can say. 4.5 at that moment. He didn't learn anything. Both her mother and father are working. So they left the kid with their in-laws. What her mother-in-law did, like unknowingly, she used to switch on the TV without voice, means without sound. She used to mute and she used to switch on the video part, like whatever the kids likes, like kids channels, some kind of a Cartoon Network. Okay, once the mother is back, yes, almost she's busy, occupied with the kitchen and all other things. Husband also is into IT field, he's also. Actually, this kid, he's not speaking anything, like he's not using much words like mom, dad, grandpa, that's it. So they joined in the school, but they didn't even realize that the school teacher always complained he's not active, he's not active. Here they did not understand why he's not active. He will eat properly, he will go and play with neighbor kids, but he don't speak. Okay, so everything is fine with him. So the teachers every day they're complaining. So they thought, okay, why don't you see a doctor? So they went and they met the doctor. So after 2-3 sessions, the doctor, they addressed the kid. He never ever practiced the words. Actually, after certain time only, they addressed the issue. He's not speaking to anyone at home. That's the reason he's not learning any new word. That's the reason it's very difficult to him, even managing at school, managing at playground. He stopped talking to anybody. So immediately the mother took the decision and she resigned her job. After 1 year of this pandemic, she's completely with the kid. Now he's speaking, when compared to the previous year, yes, more words, more letters and everything. Here what happened? He is habituated to watching only. He doesn't know how to speak. Okay, he will listen very carefully. I mean, I also met him during the sessions 5-6 times. He will remember my name. Again, he will call me bye. Whatever I am saying, he will nicely, he will repeat the things. But here, what is the missing part? He don't know how to say it. So that's what he missed out here. So here we need to understand, okay, what exactly going. Here, parents need to facilitate the language development. If the language development is not happening, yes, we need to see the doctor. What's happening? Is it because of the hearing problem? Or else is he communicating or not? See, even if the people like mother and father as employees, what they will do? They will hire a nanny for her, like the whole day. Sometimes these people, what they do, they don't speak anything to the kids. They will completely switch on the TV and they will do their works, or else they'll speak over the phone or they do some household tasks. So here, kid, he won't learn anything. Actually, this kid, I was totally super surprised. He's very active. Suppose if you are saying difficult word also, he will repeat, but he doesn't know like how to speak. Bye means he will say bye. Hi means hi. That's it. He don't know how to communicate. I asked him, why didn't you tell a nice story? Now he said, no, I don't know. So I even explained to the mom, like you start telling stories so that he will repeat the next day. Instead of watching a movie, he start watching with the headphones so that he can hear properly. He can understand the sound. See here, actually mother-in-law, she didn't done anything mistake. But what happened? She's completely put into mute. I mean, she can't understand that Cartoon Network. For her, it's like a disturbance. So she wants to be busy. She don't want to get disturbed or distracted with the TV. So here they're giving everything, food, everything. The growth is good, physical growth. Whatever the emotions are so good. But what happened with the language acquisition? It's not happening. So here the minute reason, but it took 1.5 to 2 years time to address the issue. So these things we need to understand. Whenever the kid have some language development problem, parents need to facilitate the things. If it's not happening, yes, we need to focus how to teach them. See, suppose if the developmental delay, if the kid is not writing, if the kid is not remembering, if the kid is not addressing the faces of the people, if he's not active, he's somewhere else always. If we have some kind of attention seeking, or else ADHD, these things we can. But these are all the things very important where we need to address and where we have to focus more and more. Okay, next we'll go ahead with the social development in babyhood. Yeah, what are the milestones in social development? Somebody can read. Who wants to read? 1 to 2 months of age. Kanakadurga, do you want to read?
Milestones in social development in babyhood. 1 to 2 months of age. During the first 3 months, baby's socialization is based around activities of feeding, sleeping, elimination, and body positioning. The baby also begins early stages of learning. The baby will do such things as react to paper being put over his or her face and show recognition to mother or other familiars and favorite caregivers.
See, in 1 to 2 months, what the baby will do? She will socialize and she will see the activities and the feeding, sleeping, elimination, all these things they will do. Not only that, here the body position is very, very important. And here, what else is the social development? Whoever is the caregiver, mother, grandmother, or someone, they will identify the person. Okay? They will recognize the faces, or not only that, the voice modulation also they will recognize. Not only that, even kids, they have one more beautiful thing. Suppose if you are changing their thoughts, okay, their bed, the place, again they will start crying. See, suppose someone new person is coming and touching them, they don't accept. Immediately they will cry. That means what they are doing, they are rejecting the new people. See, suppose if mother is absent for 15 days, only grandmother, some other person is taking care. They don't even accept the mother. For them, it takes some more time to accept the mother. They may recognize by the voice or the touch. Okay, see, mother and baby touch is more and more. It's like it's not only the emotional part. Yes, it's a sensitive thing. So they feel. But other person is coming and touching them, no. And one more beautiful thing. Suppose if caregiver is absent for 1 month, 2 months, okay, the caregiver is with them for 3-4 months. Again, they will address the voice. Wherever the sound is coming, they will search for that with the voice modulation only. So here, this kind of a social development, they will understand. Shiv, you raised your hand. What's your doubt? Okay, fine. Next, 3 to 4 months of age.
Reaches for familiar people. Identifying self in mirror. Playing actively with small toys. Plays by pulling something over face. Pick a bow. Plays while propped with toys for 10 to 15 minutes.
See here, at the age of 3 to 4 months of age, they will recognize the familiar faces. They will address their toys. Not only that, they will play and they will pull. And with the small toys, they can play. See, few kids, yes, whenever they are angry, whenever they are discomfort, they will throw the toys also. Here, at this age onwards, they will start showing their aggressive level. Not only that, we cannot say aggressive level, we can say their discomfort zone. Okay, because they can't express. And not only that, actually, whenever you are giving the new toys, okay, they do have a lot of curiosity at this age. They will try to play most of the time the small toys. If you are giving big toys also, they will see and they'll keep. I mean, they can't hold it. That is the main thing. Actually, at the 3 to 4 months age, okay, when compared to the plain colors, they will love colors, more colors, and number of colors. And not only that, here at the age of 3 to 4 months, kid attracts more with the sounds. That's the reason if you're buying anything, even in the shops also you can check. For 3 to 4 months age, they will give a lot of noise toys. They make some sounds like be like that. That's the reason. See here, they made something on face like a peekaboo, like these things they will learn. Not only that, actually most of the girls, they like the ducks. They will make some sounds. Boys, they may get even at that age also, they will get a lot of cars, flying objects. See here, they will see and they will love. Not only that, few people, what they will do, Even for the cradle also, they will attach some making some noise sounds to their cradle, so that what they will do, immediately whenever the sound is coming, they will address. See, suppose if we are replacing their toys, okay, again, if we are giving, they will identify their toys. So here recognition also will be there. Next, 5 to 6 months of age.
Sometimes between 4 to 6 months, the baby begins exchanging interactions with the caregiver. The baby may smile in response to being smiled at, as well as begin to play. Simple back and forth games such as peek-a-bow. The baby also begins cooperating with feeding, dressing, and other daily activities. Common behaviors include smiles at self in mirror, discriminates strangers from familiar people, works for toy out of reach, reaches for self in mirror.
Yeah. See here, how they can address their face. Anybody can explain? They don't know how they look, right? See how they will address and they will smile while seeing in the mirror. Did you observe any time? See, actually,
Trying to reach, we have seen, ma'am. They try to touch the mirror when they want the kids.
Not only that, see, whenever they are seeing the mirror, they will try to touch themselves. See, suppose if they're touching there, they can touch their eyes, head, everything. See, nowadays, most of the people, how they're doing, they're teaching. Actually, most of the parents, they do even teach in front of the mirror. Where is your nose? Where is your eyes? Where is your hair? Something like that. So here, first thing, whenever they are seeing at themselves in the mirror, they'll smile a lot. Why means they will think that first immediately that is the toy. Okay. After some time, whatever they are doing, they're seeing in the mirror. So they will identify themselves. So here, whenever these people are seeing themselves, after showing the mirror, you ask them to identify themselves in the pictures. You show some pictures, you ask them to identify. Simply they will identify, and whenever they're seeing their pictures, they will smile, they will laugh. Okay, here what happening? Here we need to understand the thinking process is developing at the age of 4 to 6 months. And not only that, one more beautiful thing happening. Anybody can tell me? Recognizing, identification, memory. See, these are learning things. So here what happening at the time of 4 to 6 months, cognition is improving. So whenever these people, they're seeing the mirror and all, they are very happy. See, suppose if the kid is crying, you can take them to in front of the mirror and you can leave them. Hours together also he can play like that. Yeah, whenever he feels hungry, again, yes, the baby will cry. Yeah, next you can read.
7 to 9 months of age. During the 7 to 9 months time period, the baby begins to initiate activities. The baby will work to gain the caregiver's attention, will strain to reach an object out of reach on the floor, and to perform other behaviors to manipulate the environment. Some common behaviors include clinging to familiar people and hides face, plays with or reaches for self or object in mirror by 12 months, cooperates with adults in games, bites and chews toys.
See here, 7 to 9 months of age, they will start sucking their what you call fingers, even the toys. Here what they're doing, they're more curious. They want to learn about the things. They want to learn about the toys and the surroundings also. Here, suppose if the other person is started playing with them, yes, they're into the playful mode. Okay, they will play with the other people. And not only that, they see here the common behaviors like whenever they're seeing the new, their familiar people, they will identify and they will address. They'll spare some time. Means they will create a comfort zone with them. Suppose if they are bringing a new person, immediately if they are giving this baby to the new person, they don't accept. Immediately they will cry. But they're happy with their familiar people. Okay, that's the reason most of the time people, like even the schools, preschools and all, whoever is taking care of the caregiver kind of thing, they don't change their mates, what do you call the people fast. I means these kids, whenever they got habituated, they have that familiar things with them. So they will try to listen to them. Whenever the new person is coming, for them it takes time, at least next 1 week, 10 days, 15 days. They will take time and then only they will accept the new person. That's the reason even in the play schools also they don't change the mates and all, because this is the one reason. Not only the teachers also. If the teacher is very familiar, they're habituated to the teacher. Immediately, suddenly teacher changes. Not only the 9 months, even up to the babyhood also, like 4 to 5 years, they need that kind of thing. Okay, even the 9 months kid, they will start chewing their toys. They will bite. See, the kid is angry. Okay, mother is not taking care. Mother is not at the same. Someone is making her like discomfort. Immediately they know biting. That's the reason at the age of 9 to 10 months, whenever parents are giving some toys, they do have some kind of a chewing toys. Okay, so they can bite the plastic kind of thing. It's not exactly the plastic, some material. I saw in some shops. So they can choose the things. And 10 to 12 months of age. Yeah, you can.
During the 10 to 12 months period, the baby begins checking self-need against caregiver ability. In other words, the baby will look to the primary caregiver and cry when hunger, or look for the caregiver to comfort a hurt or when bored. Common behavior at this age includes recognizing familiar people from a distance of 20 feet, beginning to demand independence, demands personal attention, mouthing toys and items less.
See here, the baby can address the people within 20 minutes, 20 feet distance. Okay, before 9 months, they can address the people, but very near, 1 to 3 steps, something like that. They have to see, no? So here, but they can. And not only that, here they will demand for their independence. Not only that, at the age of 12 months, if they want to eat something, if mother is giving something else, they don't eat. Okay, they will create some discomfort zone with the mother. Not only that, they will cry, they will yell. They know how to seek attention from the caregiver, even the mother or who else is there. Okay, here they know how to grab the attention. They know how to play with the people. See here at the age of 12 months, they are very familiar. Okay, they know how to get their demands done by others. So these things they will learn. See, people, actually we don't think like kids are this much smart, but yes, they are very smart. Nowadays, even the 12 months kid, yes, they can demand for anything. Yeah, next 12 to 24 months.
Ma'am, may I read?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, ma'am. 12 to 24 months of age. As the baby gets older, he will begin to relate to more and more people. At this age, babies haven't learned how to interact, share, or cooperate with other babies and children, but they still enjoy and benefit from being around them. Babies at this age need to be watched closely, as they could bite or hit these new friends as easily as greet or hug them. They are curious and may just be exploring in the only way they know. No child learns how to get along with others or behave by just being told what to do. They learn with time, practice, and a parent's gentle guidance. Children under 2 years are not able to follow rules, but their parents set limits so that they can begin to learn that rules exist.
Yeah, actually here, 12 to 24 months of age, whenever they are getting older, okay, here, mother, like caregiver or whoever is there, they need to give the toilet training also. It's not there, but it will come in the next class, next session, like babyhood and all. Here, we need to inculcate some habits about the kids, like we can teach them. Not only that, at this age, babies, they haven't learned how to interact. Okay, here not only that, but nowadays kids, they're very fast. They know how to share things. They know how to take things from others also. Okay. I know one kid, actually the mother, not mother, they're in a marriage function. I know the kid name, by name Gautam. Very smart kid. What he did, it's a marriage function. Actually, their housewarming function is going on. Somebody came. They have 2 iPhones and 1 Samsung tablet, 1 iPhone like MacBook, not MacBook, some iPad. Okay. That fellow, he's elder than him. This fellow is 2 years kid. That fellow is 3.5 years kid. So he have everything he kept like this. He's not shared anything with that boy. He's asking this boy from morning to night, but he did not share. What he did in the early morning, he woke up and he put that iPad into the downstairs. He just thrown and came back and slept. Okay, see here what happened, why he did like that. Actually, no one addressed him. He was sleeping, so how they will get doubt on this boy? Okay, but they catch the boy end of the day. One is this is means iPad is costly thing. So unfortunately, what happened? They have a camera. Morning he wake up and he entered into that boy bedroom. That fellow even in the night also he slept Samsung phone, iPad, all this side, and he slept lavishly. So he took that iPad immediately and he thrown into that. So the next day, these people are asking parents, the kid is telling, I didn't done. So immediately they shown that video. He said, yes, I done. Why you did? Because he's not sharing. See, actually the other boy is elder than him, but he's not having a habit of sharing. Here this boy is asking, and he don't know. Actually, seriously, don't know, like if he throws in, it will go like everything will damage and all. He just shown his anger. He wants to hide the things. Instead of hiding, he's thrown it. That's it. So these things will happen. Actually, this boy is hardly not 24, 26 months. Second birthday completed, they started the housewarming function. Along with that, I think. So these kids, we don't need to teach anything. They will learn many things on their own. Even the parents, they will set the limits. See, even these parents, they always say, don't touch others' phones, don't touch others' mobiles or any kind of things. Here, this boy requested them for a long time. When I'm asking, that boy is saying, I asked for many times, he has rejected me. So what happened? His rejection turned into the anger, so he did like that. So here, parents, yes, they will set the rules. But children, at the age of not only the 2 years, 4 to 5 years also, they can't follow the rules. They have the ability, okay, but they don't. I means they can't think up to that much long. What will happen next? No, they can't think. That is the issue. So here, what's happening? The children under 2 years are not able to follow the rules. So here we need to understand. But parents and teachers, why I'm speaking about teachers, nowadays, after 12 months and 14 months, people are joining into the play school. Okay, they are not even waiting for the second year. 16 months onwards, yes. Most of the time, 12 to 14 months also, people are in play schools. They will start playing with the clay, other toys and all other things. Okay, so we need to understand. These things will happen at the age of 24 months. Yeah, next one, attachment deprivation and social development. See here, what is the attachment deprivation? Suppose what happens if the caregiver is not there, okay, our mother. Immediately, they will deprived of that affection. See, if you people, they may get a fever, or else they will behave like a cranky, okay. Even actually, Mr. Harry Harlow, he even studied on the baby monkeys. If the mother monkey is not available, yes, baby monkey is like isolated and all. Again, they will make the same kind of activities, the way people will do. Okay, here, monkeys suffer severe behavior with pathologies, but it's happened even with the babies also, like human babies, not with monkey babies. Okay, monkey babies also will behave the same thing. Even the humans also, they behave the same thing. Whenever they are isolated, whenever the person is not there, the caregiver, they may get cold, they may get, not only that, suppose if they are depriving of this loneliness, yes, once they become adults, they may get depression very fast. Actually, that one I studied in some articles. So yeah, so here the social development is necessary, and not only that, we need to observe the thing. Suppose if any kid or any teenage, they are getting early depression levels, yes, we need to observe this thing. So next, imprinting. Conrad Lorenz studied imprinting. Actually, it's a rapidly relative permanent type of a learning that occurs in a limited time. It's called it as a critical period. Here, what will happen? Actually, it happens with the birds. See, okay, fine. See, turtles, how many people know turtles? How will they raise their eggs and all? Anybody have any idea? Hello.
Yeah, watching
No, ma'am, haven't seen.
it from far.
Yeah, now tell me. Chapandi.
Watching with eyes, even though they are very far from the eggs.
Okay. Fine. See, if any turtle is coming to any sea, every 5 years or 4 years, they will come back to the same sea and they lay their eggs and they will go back to the sea. They may travel for thousands of kilometers. They may reach to other country also. They will reach. Again, they will come back. Even with the ducks also, suppose mother laid the eggs and go back. But here, the baby small ducks will be there. Na? This is called imprinting. They will follow the imprints of the mother. They will reach the mother's this thing. Even the turtles also. See, actually, we'll see like this. One turtle came by name X. Okay. It came to some sea. We'll see the Vizag Sea. Okay. After she laid her eggs and went off like into the sea. Whenever this, after 4 or 5 years also, again that turtle will come back and they lay her eggs here only. Even the small turtles are there. Now one day they will become big. Again, they will come back and they will lay the same way. Actually, yeah, I think last month I went to Muscat. There I saw one big turtle. There also, the turtle, actually every 4 years they will come back. Actually, from how many years it's happening, no one knows. But all the turtles, they will come back. They have big parks for them. They will allocate that place only for them. No boating, nothing. That means they will come and they will lay the eggs. At least it takes 30 minutes time to lay the eggs. So, 100 eggs they will lay in at a time. So this is called imprinting. How they are coming back to the same place, same kind of beach, okay, because of the imprinting. Even the ducks also, yes, imprinting will be there. See how these are the attachment styles influencing in the social development. Okay, next, gender stereotyping. The term gender stereotyping refers patterns of a behavior expected of people according to the gender. Here, gender-related differences is complex. See, whenever we are talking about the gender, okay, when compared to women, see, men are practical, women are emotional. Will you all agree with me or not? Hello.
Yes, madam.
Yes.
By and large, correct.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, you have to agree. There is no. So here, even in the socialization also, men are very practical. See, if they need something with the other person, then only they'll speak. Women are not like that. Okay, they maintain relations just like that. They'll speak to everyone. They're very friendly. These kind of gender stereotyping will be there. Actually, even it develops from the childhood. See, if you are seeing the boys also at the age of 24 months or 3 years or 4 years, if they don't have anybody, then only they will go and talk to the girl and they'll speak. Or else if they are in a boys group, no. They will say, I'm in my group. Girls are not like that. Suppose if 2 girls are playing, if one boy is sitting alone, they will immediately call that boy, hey, please join with us. Here, gender stereotyping is also affecting on the social development. So this is all about your social development. Any doubts here? Hello.
No, madam.
Okay, fine. Now we will discuss about the physical language development in childhood. What kind of a physical development will be there? Physical and language development. See, we already know about the physical development. Anybody can explain in the previous class? Just in 2 lines. What is the physical development?
Physical development is growth, madam. He will develop, his limbs will develop, and his body. Fast growth will be there up to 2 years, madam. After that, there may be slow growth, but however, once again, during the entire childhood, there will be rapid growth, madam.
That is okay.
Motor skills, developing muscles, motor skills, and all that.
Very
physical,
good.
The physical aspect of growth.
See, here physical development means not only the physical growth, motor skills and muscles. See, suppose if the boy is playing with the, at the age of 2 years, if he is playing with the small ball and all at home, but once he is like 3 years and 4 years around, he will get into the playground, he will play with the big bat. Why? What's happening there? Here, they know the muscle power. They understood, and whenever they are addressing, their muscle power is increasing. Depends on that, they will grow. See here, even the complex physical tasks that require strength, coordination, and perception. See, they need some muscle power. Suppose if the baby, that boy, like baby or baby boy, they are not growing up to that mark, we need to go for the checkup. For 50 meters centimeters length, 3.5 kgs is the weight. Every time people will check. That's the reason always the growth checkup will be there. Monthly checkup will be there for the baby up to 1 year, even after 2 years also. Here, muscle and motor skills are needed. Suppose if the crawling is not happening, what's happening there? We need to see the physical strength of the body. Suppose if he is unable to crawl, okay, what are the things? Few people without crawling, they will walk. There's a different story. Few exceptions are there. Suppose if the crawling is not happening in the certain months, immediately we need to go for the body checkup. Here we need to see, is the boy is jumping or not? If the boy is perfectly walking or not? If the boy is running or not? These are all the physical skills of the person. Suppose anything is wrong, we need to see the genetics. Okay, what is the, not only that, size of birth and the body build, even the height, the baby growth. Yes, it's completely genetic part. Apart from that, if any growth is not happening, if you are observed, immediately we need to check with the doctor. Okay, actually here only the fine motor development will happen. See, yeah, few kids, they don't smile. Why? What is the reason? Did you observe any time?
Muscle developments, facial muscles, sometimes that can be a problem.
Yes. See here, and one more thing. Whenever people are not having a understanding capacity, see, even suppose if you are telling jokes, even in the class or sometime, even in the social groups, they don't react. Okay, why they don't react? You think that they're ignoring us, but actually they don't understand the joke. That's the reason they don't react.
Is that cognition development? No? Then that will be cognition.
Cognition development. Okay, even if the physical development, if suppose if the kid is not playing, suppose everyone is playing in the cricket.
Ma'am, this comes under social development also.
Social development also it will come. See here, smiling is the, see, big muscles, large muscles will be there. Large muscles and small muscles. Small muscles means laughing, smiling, all these things will come. Big muscles, see, suppose if I want to lift some table, I have to use my big muscle, like hand muscles and all. Okay, suppose if I want to, yeah, I'm eating, okay, I need to hold a spoon. So here for me, my small muscle help is required. Suppose if you want to smile, here what happened? Facial muscles. This task is done by facial muscles. Suppose if I am laughing, what will happen? My muscle will be widen. Am I right or wrong? So these are all comes under small muscles. See, sometimes what will happen? Kids, they can't even tie their shoe. Okay, people will ignore. Most of the parents say, "Chota hai re, chhod do, main karti hu." It's not that. Here, hand muscles. How the dexterity. See, suppose if he wants to tie, he needs to have this muscle power to tie tightly. Am I right or wrong? So here, Suppose in most of the time, suppose if the boy needs to hold pencil or pen. Right now I don't have. I have pen. See here, what happened? Suppose if I'm holding like this, how I can write? If I'm holding tightly, then only I can write. Suppose if I don't have this kind of power, muscle power, what will happen? I cannot hold like this. So here, my problem is not with my mind. My problem is with my hand dexterity. That means the muscle power. I don't have any kind of a muscle power at my fingers. So here, parents needs to understand. So most of the time he is not writing. Why he is not writing? Is there any problem? He can tell, but he can't write. This is very simple thing for parents. But
so will that be a medical issue or a like a counselor's job to identify that, ma'am?
First thing, immediately we need to take him to the doctor. He will check the small muscles, how the muscles are working, hand dexterity and all. Then if everything is good, yes, then it comes back to the psychological issue.
Okay. Issue of nutritional deficiency may be there. No?
Yes. Yeah, muscle power is not there means nutrition deficiency. But immediately we need to go with the doctor checkup only. I means we cannot say immediately. Sometimes the cultural beliefs also there.
Muscular dystrophies, ma'am.
What is that?
They are muscular dystrophies.
Muscular dystrophies. Okay. So we need to see by seeing their activities also, we have to understand. Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Pradeep. One of your students requires you to share your. Okay. So these are what comes. Next, pattern of physical development. Anybody can explain?
All the milestones.
Physical growth is started from the month of the growth and then flows to birth is produced.
See here, right now we discussed about the shoe. In the same way, suppose he is unable to see at the age of 3 years, will you expect the baby boy or baby boy? What do you call? He can hold the things, something like that. Suppose if he is not able to do anything, how he, please mute yourself. Okay, fine. So here, what happened? Suppose if the kid is facing some problem, okay, he has some hand dexterity problem. Suppose if he is unable to, at the age of 3 years, that boy or baby, is he able to do the shoe tying and keeping his buttons on his own way? Will he able to do all the tasks? Hello.
At the age of 3, tying bootlaces may not be possible, madam. That may not be required.
But keeping the button?
Buttons also, if it is it is also slightly difficult.
Yeah, but most of the kids, what they do, they wear their father's shirt. Okay, they will keep the buttons, but not in a perfect order. But they will do. Here, whenever people are trying, we can see how their fingers are working. Okay, how is their physical ability? Sometimes what will happen if they're not even trying, we need to say how this functioning is happening. So here we need to address their major categories in physical development and normative development, the whole total physical body, and dynamic development. Means by age increases, he needs to develop on his own way. Suppose at the age of 2 years, he can hold his pen or pencil. After that, at least he can wear his shoes. Okay, 3 to 5 years, not at the age of 3, up to 5. How he is dressing up, all these things. Is he able to hold his brush while while brushing his teeth? These things we can understand. Now we are going to discuss about how children's bodies grow. Directional growth. How the growth will happen? Anybody can answer.
Linear growth.
What is that? See here, whenever we are discussing about the growth, large to small muscles or gross to
Fine motors and gross motors, ma'am.
What is that?
Fine motor.
Yeah, large to small and muscle development. See, muscle development means we are discussing from the neck movement first. Trunk, arms, legs. Okay. And small muscles like fingers, hands, wrist, eyes develop. Yeah. See, suppose if the kid, you are speaking this side, if the kid is looking that side, immediately we need to cross check. What is the issue with him? If he is doing every time. Okay. These things we need to understand. Head to toe or top to bottom. This is called a second pattern with children. Muscles develop from head to toe called as cephalocaudal law. This is why babies can hold up their heads long before they can walk. See, suppose if you are not observing the neck muscles at the age of 3 to 5 months, okay? If he is unable to hold the neck, suppose if the people are not having, not getting proper care from anybody, immediately after certain time also you can see in few areas, kids, they have neck like this. They'll keep their neck like this. Did you observe any time? Because of this reason. Here we need to understand how the head to toe, like top to bottom, inside to outside or center to outside. Here this is called the third pattern muscle development. See here what will happen. Here the body called proximodistal law. That means muscles around the trunk of the body develop earlier and stronger than the muscles in the hands, feet, etc. Okay, these things we have to observe. Somebody can read. Actually, no need to explain anything. You have to write the same manner. General to specific growth. Who wants to read? Kanaka, do you want?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
General and specific growth. Large muscle movement begins with weighing of the arms and legs of infants and then develops into the more specific movements of an older child who can walk and draw a picture. So muscle growth begins with more general abilities and becomes more specific and defined as children get older.
See here, we need to understand. Suppose in infants, what they will do? They will pull. See, whenever you are buying some toys, they have some kind of a keyhole. So they will keep everything in that fingers and they will start pulling that carts, toys, everything. After the baby is growing, they will start holding the pens, chalk, everything. They will try to draw, they will try to walk. Suppose if this kind of a gender specific growth is happening or not, we need to check. Next, differentiation and integration in growth.
Differentiation is the process that a child's muscle go through as he or she gains control over a specific parts of the body and head. Once children have found differentiated the parts of their body, they can integrate the movements and combine specific movements to perform more complex physical activities such as walking, building a block tower, or riding a bike.
Yeah, so these things we can observe. If the boy is growing, the baby, if these things are not happening, yes, these things should happen. Next, variation in growth.
Variation in growth. Children vary in their physical abilities at different ages. Different parts of the body grow at different rates. The range of physical skills to be expected in gross or fine motor development will be very different for infants, varies preschoolers.
See what happened at the age of infants. Okay, suppose if you are giving a big ball, if you are asking them to kick, no, they can't. Okay, suppose if you are giving the same ball to the 5 years or 6-year-old kid, yes, he can kick very easily. So here, variations in growth. Suppose, I'll give you a nice example. 2.5, 3 years baby boy is there. You ask him to get some glass of water. Okay, if he is able to bring. Suppose after 2 years or 3 years, actually at the age of 4.5, 5, he needs to bring, he can hold at least 1 liter water, at least half liter. Okay, nowadays you can see the kids, whoever is going to the school, they will carry half liter water bottle, just like that. They will even carry 1 kg books on their shoulders. Suppose if the kid is not doing that one, here we need to see why this is not happening. Variation in growth. See, whenever the growth is happening, see, most of the time parents, what they will think, growth means the physical body, height and weight. Not only that, we need to check their muscle power also, their muscle strength. That is not happening. Why it's not happening? What to do to improve there? So muscle power we need to see, and the hand dexterity, yes, we have to. We already discussed about the gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Okay, or else what will happen nowadays kids, we can see some lean kids, they can't even walk for 1 kilometer at the age of 10 and 11. Okay, why means they will say immediately, no ma, I can't. They will, they don't even try for it. They will say no, no means no. Why means here what's happening, they don't have any kind of a gross motor skills. See, nowadays the world is into the in between 4 walls. Even the classroom is in between 4 walls. In the house is in between 4 walls. So how will they grow? Where they will get muscle power? Whenever, see, if they want to improve their muscle power, yes, whether they like it or not, they need to practice in the ground only. Or else they need to do some kind of physical exercise. Okay, nowadays everything we are working here, we don't work with our bodies. That is the thing. So here, if the growth is not happening, yes, we have to see. We need to check. Next.
Optimal tendency in growth. In children, growth generally tries to fulfill in potential. If growth is slowed for a particular reason, such as malnutrition, the body will try to catch up when it is able to do so. This is one reason why children may develop skills in later years, even if delay occurred at an early point in their development.
See, malnutrition is one of the biggest tasks if the growth is not happening. That's the reason most of the cases, what are the reason behind this development delays? This is the one biggest cause. Even the sequential growth, yeah. See, this growth is not happening in different times, okay? Again, we need to check with the things. If he is able to walk, if he is unable to run. See, sometimes what will happen, few kids sitting up and sitting like rolling, these are the things also, big tasks. So here, see, whenever we are discussing about the growth part, we need to follow some certain rules. First thing, he needs to crawl, he needs to roll based on his tummy. Okay, yesterday we discussed. After that, first neck movement. Next, rolling based position on his stomach. Next thing, he needs to crawl. Next, slowly walking. Next, running. Next, holding the things. Next, speaking to the people. These are all called a sequential growth. The way we are learning from past to yesterday to today. If it is not happening, yes, then we need to check. Growth during the critical periods. For example, brain research indicates that first few years of life are very important in the development of the brain's growth for intellectual commitment. See here, I told you, in that kid, they did not observe. They never ever cared for the kid. See, if the kid is not speaking means he's like, he's completely silent, but they're not observed. One is they're thinking, okay, this boy is having good food, he's playing, but he's not speaking. When they joined in the school, then only the people address, the teachers address, hey, your boy is not talking. What is the reason? See, these things will happen. Even the physical growth also, yes, we need to check why it's not happening. At the age of 60 months, like 1 to 5 years, what are the motor skills development? It's not happening, yes, we need to see it. Malnutrition and other things also. And yeah, even at the puberty, some kids, even with the females, they don't mature at the age of 12 to 15 years. Even in that case also, we need to check the doctor. We cannot say, see, my grandmother is matured at the age of 15, at the age of 18. So it's repeated with that. No, don't give any excuses. Immediately go and contact the doctor. Different types of physical movements. Children need to move and be active in many different ways. First thing, the physical development. Next, see, actually, whenever the children, the maturity is their individual. Okay, they do have their individual these things. Even the motor development also, they will initially, the kid may run only for 1 kilometer. After the 2, 3, 5 kilometers, something like that. They will increase their their skills. Even locomotor movement. Movement of the body from place to place is involved in locomotor movement. Okay, here, physical abilities. What are the physical abilities in locomotor? Crawling, walking, hopping, jumping, and running, leaping, galloping, and skipping. These are the locomotor movements. Suppose if any kid is not doing, that means he is not developing his gross motor skills. We need to check. That's the reason in schools, most of the time people will do like give the competitions like frog jumping and running, walking, all this, not walking, running only it will be there. Okay, so if any kind of lacking is there with any kid, yes, we need to see the doctor. Then what are the non-locomotor movements? That's called pulling, twisting, turning, wiggling, sitting, running, rising, and pushing. These are all comes under non-locomotor skills. Suppose here also, if the development is not happening, what's wrong? He have the coordination skills, lack of coordination. Not only that, he is unable to balance his body because of his lack of locomotor skills. So we have to address the issue. Next, manipulative movement. Manipulative movement means it involves controlled use of the hands and feet is reflected in a manipulative movement. Physical abilities like grasping, opening and closing hands, waving, throwing, catching. These are the manipulative movements. Not only that, eye and hand coordination. That is also required. That is also important fine motor skills. Okay. So if anywhere the kid is lacking with the gross motor skills like pushing, all these things, even in the fine motor skills, yes, immediately we need to go and check the doctors. Am I clear?
Yes, madam.
Okay, I think 4:30. We will wind up the session. Yeah, next week we'll see. If you have any doubts, you can ask your friends. Next class we'll discuss about the development of language in childhood. 12 to 18 months, 24, 36, 5 years. I think if we can able to wait for 5 minutes, no, I think they will leave. Okay, fine. I'll wind up this class. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. I think the strength is very less. Last week, the strength is 78, 128, something like that.
Madam, some parent asked me, neighbor parent, whether not to give salt and sugar contents till 1 year. Is it true?
No. Why not? They will eat everything.
They have to give, no, ma'am?
They have to.
Okay.
They will get energy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, up to 6 months, they may strictly on with the milk.
No, they are telling that from now onwards, we should not encourage.
It's okay. Then he will only face the problems.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Okay, then. Children, bye.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you.